Hey everyone, this is my first attempt at making a video like this, so I'm just going to go ahead and give you a little bit of some instructions in regards to how to make my bread, my flaxseed bread. Now, I am writing the recipe down and you will have it all in the recipes, but I just thought that some people are more visual. So here I am just getting started with my yeast. So it's 1 tablespoon of yeast with a cup of lukewarm water and a tiny bit of honey. And all I did is kind of mix it up and let it sit. So you want it to bubble and kind of look like this, so some bubbles. Then you will start adding your flour once the yeast is activated. And I am putting in just 3 cups of flour here. And it's a regular unbleached white flour. You can go with anything really, but I do like at least 2 cups of white flour. Sometimes I will put spelt, that's one of my favorites. And then I will add 1 cup of ground up flax seeds. And that is a lot. So I buy flax seeds whole, keep them in the fridge and ground them up for my breads. I will mix all of this up. I actually also add some salt, so about a teaspoon of salt. If you like, you can put a little bit more, but teaspoon seems to be the right amount here, or less. And this is kind of how it looks like before I mix it up with my spoon, and then I start adding some lukewarm water to this. Now, what you want is a more wet dough. You don't need to really do anything with your hands. You can just do a little wood spoon, and that is perfectly fine. This is why I love this recipe, because it really kind of works for anyone, beginners too. So keep adding water until you get to a consistency that I will show you right in a minute here. So like that, so nice wet. And then you're going to cover it and let it sit until it doubles inside like that. So once it's doubled, I just take a spoon and I just kind of fold it. I punch it down and I fold it so that I have that gluten to start developing. I will cover it and do it again. So I want it to rise twice. After the second time, I will flour surface and I will just add the dough to the surface, and see how I'm folding it like an envelope on each side. I'm doing this with one hand, so it's a little bit hard, but what you want is to fold it into whatever shape you want to bake it in. For me, it was actually in the end a circular shape. So as you can see right there, and I let it sit for a little bit. I've turned on my oven at 500 to heat up, and I actually have my pot ready. So this is a Dutch oven. I heated it up, and you want it blazing hot. Meanwhile, I score it, so you can take a knife or whatever and just score your bread however you like. And I actually added sesame seeds this time, but you do not have to do this step. So a little bit of egg wash and some sesame seeds. Once the Dutch oven heated up, I plopped it in there with my hands, just like plop it in, doesn't have to look perfect. And then I set it at 30 minutes at 500, immediately put it back in the oven. And so after 30 minutes, this is how it looks like. It already looks absolutely delicious. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna uncover it and you're gonna put it back into the oven, but set it at 450 for 15 minutes. So you want another 15 minutes at 450 at a lower temperature to kind of crisp up and get a little brown on top. Once that's done, that is it. You will be very careful when you take it out. And I have this little handy dandy spatula, so I just take it out on the cooling rack and I don't cut it until it's fully cool. I store it in a plastic bag. Once it's fully cool, I store it in a Ziploc or plastic bag for like 3 to 4 days. And yeah, that's it.